What's going on, YouTubers?
What is your perception of who you are? And the second one, why do you think you exist? You got to discover that you were born for something, some reason. There's some purpose for your life. If you don't discover that, you'll always have a job, and we'll bury you in an average grave with an average tombstone. And you must develop a sense of significance in your life. Discover that you are important to the human race. You are important to the world. You are important to your universe. When I had to grapple with that question, it was tough. Because I've been taught by society, like you have, that you are just a social security number or some NIB number, or you're some just kind of a worker in the system. But that's not true. You were born to do something very significant in the world. And you have to get to the point where you believe that. You can have potential, but if you don't have the belief, your potential becomes a victim of your present belief. Remember the elephant? The elephant has great power. But what makes him afraid of the lion is his belief system. Belief is so powerful, it can make an elephant act like a sheep in the presence of a lion.
Your life, how you live, what you do, the character of your words, the totality of your personality,
I want y'all to hear
the
this
expression
first,
of your mind. So managing your mind is the primary principle for increasing your value and multiplying your success and upgrading your state.
You know, normally people who are insecure, whenever they meet somebody who is confident, they always call the confident arrogant. When you discover who you are, you can't help but be confident.
Okay.
I don't pretend, I don't try to have confidence.
I'll try.
If you try, that means you ain't got it. It's you faking it.
Yeah.
Confidence is a product of belief. What you believe about yourself determines the way you think about yourself, and the way you think about yourself is the way you behave. And you behave bold and confident and fearless because there's some things you discovered about you and about life that changed a perception. And that's what this session is about. It's about mentality. First of all, your attitude got to be right. Then you must marry that to attributes. That means gifts you were born with. Then you got to marry that to aptitude. That means now you got to educate and train those gifts. That's why you read and study and go to school, for your aptitude to be increased. And then your altitude means you got to change the level of associations you are in. You know, it's amazing. When you change your aptitude, you normally want to change your altitude. You have to appreciate the fact that no one is responsible for your life except you. I had to take charge of my life as a teenager. And at age 13, I discovered who I was. I became a problem to the whole family. My mom used to say to me, she'd say, "You are a different boy. You are a different child." But something happened to me at age 13. I discovered myself. Different was simply meaning you don't think like the rest of the kids.
Think like
That's what it
everybody else.
means.
Some of y'all don't think
And
like
remember,
everybody else.
thinking is belief system being exposed. And therefore, I married my attitude and my attributes, and my aptitude changed, and I began to study for a different reason. And suddenly my altitude changed. I started attracting different types of friends.
This is
Sometimes you
Miles
say,
Monroe.
I've tried hard about this,
Dr.
I've
Miles
prayed
Monroe.
about this, I've done this, and I've done that, and I've done that, and I haven't had much success with it. What more can I do? Well, I'm saying to you, let's begin with mind management. Can we manage your mind? Can we get into your mind and see how it works, and see what files need to be deleted and what files need to be downloaded and installed? So what changes can we make in the structure of your thinking?
I studied eagles intensely. I got a
Listen to
whole
this.
series on eagles
Listen to
because you must study to understand life. And I discovered what eagles, they said eagles can fly up to 3 to 4 miles in the sky. And do you know that when an eagle is flying at top flight, they say that if an eagle meets another bird in top flight, it has to be another eagle, because they're the only birds that can fly at that altitude. So here's a thought to take back to work with you. If you keep running into pigeons and ducks and tobacco doves, you are flying too low. Do you know what a pigeon is? Eagles never flock.
We don't.
You only find them one at a time.
Eagles.
So if you keep attracting a gang of people around you at work, everybody want to bring gossip to you, cackling ducks, you are in bad company. That's why I really want you to give yourself a big hand today, because to come here, you must be an eagle. You left the pigeons back at the office.
You got to be an eagle. Come on, Eagles.
Well, why are you going down there? Who do you think they are? They can't teach you nothing. That's a chicken talking. And they only fly when they're frightened.
Exactly. Philippians chapter 4, verse
Ain't
6.
That many eagles
it says, be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Then he goes in verse 8. Finally, brethren, this is not an addendum. He's going to tell us something that's so important in connection with all he's been talking about. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. Says, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. You see, he didn't just tell us to renew our minds without telling us what to think about. He told us to change the fires in our mind. And then he told us what fires to download. So he told us what to think about. Imagine if we had this verse as a scripture that controls our minds. Look at it again. Verse 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true. How do you test truth? Whatsoever things are honest. Whatsoever things are just. Whatsoever things are pure. Whatsoever things are lovely. Oh boy. Whatsoever things of good reports. How many things have you listened to and they were not of good report and you kept thinking about them? They were not true. They were not honest. They were not pure. They were not of good report. Yet you centered your mind on them. And you wonder why you're unhappy. An unhappy pastor produces unhappy people. Unhappy congregation. I don't keep my mind on nasty things. I only think deeply on God's word. I don't have time to meditate on other things. Especially all those things that don't qualify here.
People who criticize got time for it. And that's why I ignore them. I ignore my critics. Because they got time for it.
He working on me with that.
I'm too busy. I'm too busy succeeding.
I'm too busy succeeding.
I'm giving them something to criticize.
Pouring into somebody.
The greatest revenge in life, they say, is success.
A whole lot of critics tell you.
Write this down. It's not ability. It's mentality.
Mentality.
It's not ability. It's what? Mentality. That elephant and that hippopotamus has power. They got ability, strength, size. They got might. They got ability. What they lack is mentality. Yeah. Lion got a different mentality, so he eats them for lunch. Write this down. What you think is more important than what you do. And so if you want to change, you got to work on this attitude. Trees are not in the soil.
Right, I'm going to cut it off.
They are trapped in a seed. And every one of you is a seed that was sent to the planet to produce a tree.
All right. I just needed you to hear a little bit of that. Because Dr. Miles Monroe, that's Dr. Miles Monroe, and Pastor Chris, I don't want to mess his name up, Okilimi, but it's called Renew Your Mind. But it's by Dr. Miles Monroe and Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Don't let me mess that man's name up. All right, y'all. But where did my chat go? I hate when this do that. Now I can't see none of y'all. Let's see. I cannot see my chat screen. All right, let's go over here to. So what I want us to get on here tonight and talk about that whole mindset, the whole mindset shift, right? Some people ask me, I think it's really more men, because a lot of men are not used to seeing women on here talking like me. So I get a lot of questions from men asking, like, how do I think the way that I do? Why am I on here saying some of the stuff that I'm saying like you've never heard it before, right? But part of this, right? Part of me, I really hate that I cannot see y'all. I don't want to refresh my screen because it's gonna stop my live. So how do I get to see my comments again? Because you were on here, then you went away. All right, there you go. All right, we got it back. There we go. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you, lady. I love Dr. Miles Monroe. Yes, he is what's up. Everything that he talks about. The crazy part is everything that Dr. Miles talk about, even though it was happening back then, it's all relevant now to this day. Like everything, almost every video. I listen to Dr. Miles Monroe like every day, all day, right? Every day, all day. Promise. Every day, all day. Part of the reason why I listen to him, though, is because he's very big. So if many of you are on an entrepreneurial journey, right, or a mind-shifting journey, peace and love, daughter of the Most High. I like that name. I don't want to mess your name up. Is it Absalom TV? Peace, King. Thank you. But welcome for those of you that are coming and joining in. I appreciate you all. Thank you. But I wanted to have this conversation tonight because a lot of people ask me that, like, how do you think the way that you think? And I have to literally tell you, I knew very on that I was different. Okay. I knew from a very early age, like the early age of like 7, that I was different. I knew when I was growing up in my neighborhood, in my community on the southeast side of Chicago in Terrytown, that I was different. I knew I didn't think like the people around me. I knew this is what I like to say. I knew that I was not going to be a statistic of my environment. This is what I want many of you to start thinking about. The statistics of our environment and our community. What role are you playing in that? And when I say statistic of our environment, right? Because I had a lot of male friends coming up. I was always the cool girl, right? I was always the cool boy. I always hung with the boys. I was a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? So I was always hanging with the boys. But a lot of people, women, my older aunties always thought that was being fast, right? So they used to tell my mom, she gonna end up pregnant. She gonna end up pregnant. I'm 40 years old. Made 40 on June 7th. Never been pregnant. Never had an abortion. Nothing. Okay? But people will push that on to you, your kids or whatever, right? But I knew very early on, baby, I ain't getting pregnant because I'm not sleeping with none of these men. They're my friends, actually. We hang out. We're cool, right? But a lot of people back in the day would say that or say things because if you were a female and you hung with men or boys, they would always think that you was fast, right? Or, you was gonna end up pregnant, right? That was the thing back then. So for me, and statistically, right? Because a lot of young ladies get pregnant early. A lot of people in our neighborhoods fall into that same statistic, right? You meet a guy, he probably a drug dealer from the neighborhood. You get knocked up, right? I was like hell to the no. I will never be another man's just baby mama. I never wanted to be a baby mama. I always knew that I have wife written all over me because I am a mindset booster. I'm that helpmate. You get what I'm saying? I know what I bring to the table as a woman. So I never was in that mindset of just being okay with just having a kid with a man and that's it, right? But so many people get caught up in that. And it's not that you intentionally did that, right? But it's also a lot with our upbringing and what we're taught. I also had a mother who kept it very real with me. Like my mother told me early on, like, when you ready to lay down, come holler at me. Come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my friends couldn't talk to their parents. A lot of my friends was at my house talking to my mother because they couldn't talk to their parents. And so many of you who are parents, I want you all to think about that. Don't be the parent that tells your kid, don't do this and don't do that and don't do that. Because then your kid is scared to talk to you. Your kid is scared to communicate with you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times scared kids go out here and mess up because you've sheltered them, or you're thinking that they're not having these conversations. Their kids is sleeping around. Their kids is having sex. Y'all, they having sex early. Okay. We wasn't having sex till we was going on prom, 16, 17, 18, right? I think I lost my virginity at 17, right? These kids is having sex at 10, 11, 12. So you got to have that conversation with your kid early before one of their friends do, right? So all of this, what I'm talking about is mindset. It's communication. It's talking, right? But for me, I had a mother who was very open about life. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother let me experience life. She didn't put restrictions on me. She didn't put a whole lot of rules on me because one, she knew who I was. She recognized early on that I was very mature for my age. You get what I'm saying? Very mature. And so you got to recognize that in your kids. You got to see your kids' potential, right? So if some of y'all got kids and they want to be a boss, they got a talent, they could draw, they could write, they design shoes, clothes, t-shirts, whatever. Pour into them now. All right. Pour into them now and pull that skill set up out of them. Don't teach them to go be no worker bee. Teach them how to monetize off of this talent, this skill that they have, right? Because for me, even though my mom didn't know like how advanced I was as far as like business and speaking and maneuvering, which is why I have my shirt on, Book Smart, Street Smart, right? Because that's the best of both worlds, right? Sometimes you could be all book and have no street. Sometimes you all street and you have no book. So in this world, the way that you really mix them, I can go from the boardroom to the barbecue. You get what I'm saying? I could go from a Fortune 500 meeting with CEOs and speak on their level, and then I could come to the hood and kick it at the barbecue. That's why I call myself Book Smart, Street Smart, because I know how to be a chameleon in no matter what environment I'm in. And that's what I really want more of you to think about, more of you to put out here in the universe. You get what I'm saying? All right, I'll read your tax questions and stuff about that. I have not done my taxes in 4 years. Okay, we can assist you with that. But to me, like what helped me balance this life is having both. It's because I grew up in the hood, right? But I also got to see a whole nother other world. I got to experience a whole nother world outside of my direct community. And so my thought process is different. The way I think is different. You know, I can be a little more empathetic to somebody else versus, you know, somebody who's only thinking one way or thinking in this box, because a lot of us are in a box, right? I tell y'all this all the time. A lot of you got blinders on and you're only seeing this. But once you open those, take those off, this is your experience of the world. It's unlimited. You get what I'm saying? It's unlimited. But many of you be stuck in your one little community with your one little set of group of friends, not understanding that it's a whole world out here that's just going to push you to thrive, right? And then I also want to say with this whole mindset shift is You have to be okay with being by yourself. I'm by myself 99.9% of the time. All right. 99% of the time. Because I'm focused on me, my craft, my mindset, who I allow in my space, who I allow in my direct community, right? So I grew up with a lot of people, but I don't talk to half of them people. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, I know. You don't know me. You know of me. You knew me when we was younger. You may knew me from high school, but the Patrice that I am today, majority of people don't know that person. You get what I'm saying? And so you all have to remember that, like, as you're growing, or once you want to reach to a certain level in life, you have to be okay with letting those people go, especially if they stagnant. If you're around a bunch of people and they all drinking, smoking, partying, and kicking it, you're going to be that fourth or fifth person. It's statistically true. You get what I'm saying? Whoever you hang around the most, that is how you think. That's why back in the day, they used to say birds of a feather flock together. Now I understand that. Back in the day when we was girls, we used to be like, we not, if you got one hole or two holes in the group and you was a good girl, and the guys would be looking at you like, birds of a feather flock together. That's why they were saying that. Because eventually you keep hanging with hoes, what you finna be doing? you hear what I'm saying? If you a woman of class, a woman of standard, a woman of quality, you're not going to be hanging with hoes. You're not going to be hanging with gossiping individuals. You're not going to be hanging with women whose mindset are very low in mentality, who don't want to grow, right? I had a few friends that we was cool. I thought we was going to be cool forever. But every time we talk, you want to talk to me about somebody else, I don't want to hear gossip. I don't gossip. I don't have time to talk about nobody else's life because I'm over here building on Patrice's. I'm working on my business. I'm working on my personal life. I'm working on my spirituality. I'm working on my relationship with God and what I'm supposed to bring to the universe. You get what I'm saying? So if you around people that's all they want to do is talk about somebody else, always got something negative to say, draining energy, they not you. They not for you. They not for you. If your mindset is like, if you talk to, I'm telling y'all, I know I'm not the only one. If you get a call and you don't even want to answer the call, it's time to delete that friend. They're no longer your friend. You've outgrown them. Okay. and that's the thing. I think sometimes as adults, you maybe don't want to tell people the real. You got to be honest with people sometimes and let them know, like, we cordial. We could be cordial all day. But you're no longer going to have direct access to me. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to have, you're just going to have to do it because it's you or them. At this point, that's how you have to do. It's draining, Liz. So Liz, you got to let them go, baby. It's draining. Been there, done that. I understand. Been there, done that. Okay. You cannot keep doing it. You cannot keep up with people who are not ready to elevate. All right. I'm newer to YouTube too, but I've been telling my Facebook people this for years because this is the thing. How would I have ever grown in my business if I stayed around the people, family too? Yes, definitely includes family. Definitely includes family. I tell y'all all the time, I have over 85 cousins. Okay, over 85 cousins. I probably talk to 5 of them, if that. Because why? Because my family, when I come around, I think I'm all that. I think I'm all that because I want more out of life. I think I'm all that because I could cater my grandmother who passed away birthday dinner. I think I'm all that because I want growth and because I don't deal with their negativity and drama and bull crap. So that's fine. So I don't talk to them. Who cares? But I'm also not in the same place that I was 5 years ago. I'm not in the same place that I was 10 years ago. I'm not in the same place that I was 6 months ago. Let's be honest. So people, especially family, who put that on you and be like, oh, you think, and I hate that. I really wish our community would stop that. I want to get on here and say that to people who look like me. I always tell y'all. I have never heard that come from no other. I have never heard that. I have other friends of other nationalities. I have never heard them say, You wanted more out of life. You stuck up. You think you better than the rest of the family. Why? Because y'all all on Section 8 and link and government assistance. And because I tell y'all that y'all could be better, do better, you shouldn't be stuck on Section 8. Your kids, your grandmama, it shouldn't be 4 or 5 generations on Section 8. Y'all get mad because I'm telling the truth a little bit? I mean, that's the only thing, because for me, I'm like, anytime I come around my family, I'm smiling, I'm laughing. Like I said, I've catered food events, catered the whole event. So how I think I'm all that? I'm here, I'm showing up. But see, that's that kind of crab in a barrel mentality. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's so many of us that are raised in the hood, and when you want an ounce of something different, your hood people, your family, your hood friends will tell you, oh, you think you all that now. I used to hate when people say I talk white. I'm the furthest from talking white. I don't talk proper. I'm country as hell on here. Ebonics than a mug on here. But to somebody else who doesn't want to grow, because that's all it is, people like to stay stagnant, and they want you to stay stagnant with them. So if you allow that mindset, all right, if you allow that mindset to control you, many of you are stagnant because you don't want to disappoint your so-called friends. But real friends don't stagnate you. Real friends elevate you. Real friends want to see you grow. Real friends want to make more money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody around me that's broke. I don't hang with people who have a broke mindset. If you don't know how to get it, I'm going to show you how to get it. And if you don't want to get it, after I done led you to the water to help you drink, and you don't want to drink, you ain't the person for me. You ain't going to be around me. You're not in my crowd. You're not in my direct community. You get what I'm saying? You can love people from afar. I speak to people all day, but do they see me? Do they talk to me? Do they interact with me? Can they sit down at the table with me? Can they have lunch or dinner with me? Hell to the no. You get what I'm saying? Because their mindset ain't there. This is what controls your life. Every single one of you right now, it don't matter where you are in life. You could be damn near homeless, living out your car right now. It does not mean that things can't change for you. I need you to really hone in on this, because this tool here that God gave us, this brain, baby, this is your power right here. 80% of life is here. The other 20% is action and doing. But 80% of your life is mindset. What you think about yourself. What you think about your life. What you feel about yourself. You get what I'm saying? Let me look at some of y'all questions, because y'all new to me on YouTube, but I'm a talker. I could get on here and talk for an hour, 2 hours, and not read not one comment. Okay. This is why I'm transitioning my position from doing taxes to online speaking and coaching, business coach. I'm transitioning myself to an online influencer and business coach. That's the program that we're rolling out within the next 60 to 90 days. I hired a social media and business coach. You know what I'm saying? I've spent a nice penny, 5 figures, double-digit 5 figures, okay? But he's worth it. And that's the other thing, too. I want y'all to understand, too, with this whole mindset shift. Too many of you want something for free. Too many of you want something for free. If you're always looking for free and you're not willing to invest the time and then the money and then the actionable action behind it, you'll never make it. I've invested so much. I've invested over, including this new coach, I've invested $43,000 in myself in the last 2.5 years. $43,000. Because this last coach that I just paid him $12,500 to get my whole life together. Online, branded, everything. You get what I'm saying? But if I was somebody who was thinking like, oh, that's a lot of money. Baby, scared money don't make no money. And every single time that I've invested in myself, make that back 10, 20 times. So I need more of you all to understand your assignment. You got to spend the money to make the money. You have to. I will gladly pay another damn near $50,000 to invest in myself. Because every time I do it, I elevate. Every single time I do it, I elevate. But God also promised me last year that my life would change in 2021. I had this conversation with God already. Everything that's happening right now, all of these different, platforms, many of you are becoming new to me because of these different people sharing my posts and content. God had already told me all of this. God had already sat down with me and actually brought me back here. Because I was ready to let it go in 2018. I was done with y'all. I was done. I was like, God, man, it's too many ways out here to make money. I don't need no damn tax and business company. Because the people who look like me are not appreciating me. It's messed up that I have a client base of people who don't look like me, who respect and understand my business. And it's messed up that that I am fighting with the people who look like me. That it makes no sense. And so I was tired of it because I've been here since 2008. My company been around since 2008, right? I told y'all that I was fully self-employed, not working a 9 to 5 in 2013. But from 2008 is when I started my company, okay? And literally for the last 13 years, even now, I still have to fight. I don't fight now. Let me rephrase that. Because once God did come back and get me in 2018, August 2018 was when my life started changing after I lost everything. After I lost it all, lost my house, lost my cars, everything, right? But I ain't lose my business to tell y'all that. I ain't let Tax Credit Academy go. I ain't lose my business, right? But once God brought me back in 2018 and started pouring into me and I started having more conversations with him and not people, because I learned that. Some of y'all be thinking your best friend, my so-called best friend of 25 years. Let's just say we're cordial now. How about that? You get what I'm saying? All of them labels, titles, best friends, sis, all y'all that love that sis, let all them labels and titles go. That shit don't mean nothing. All right? Let people's action and character and loyalty stand behind you. Because if the action and the character and the loyalty not there, them titles don't mean nothing. It could be your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your sister. I don't care. Them titles that we give people, because that's all it is a title you gave somebody. My bestie, my best friend, my ride or die, my this, my that. People change every day, baby. And some people be changing, watching you and see you growing. And it bothers them that they stagnant. It bothers them that they're not doing the same thing in life because you are elevating and you are growing. You got to recognize that. You got to recognize that early. And part of recognizing it is you're going to have to pray. You're going to have to talk to God. You're going to have to get with your inner power, your higher power. All right? And you got to actually sit and listen and think. Like when I do stuff like after I get off of here with y'all tonight, I'm going to cut this light out and I'm going to sit in this dark. I'm going to sit in my office. It's my office. Okay. It's my little office space. So when I'm done with y'all, I'm going to cut that light out. And I got windows here that sit on the river. So those windows sit on the Chicago River. So I could open the window up. I could go downstairs. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I go downstairs and I sit on the water. Have me a little smoke break. Take my little blunt out there. Okay? And that is where I get my clarity. That's where I get my peace at the end of the day. Because I get on here and I speak to y'all and I pour into y'all, right? Y'all don't know my body be hurting. My back be hurting sometimes. All type of stuff. Okay? But part of that is because I'm using my energy, right? I'm feeding you right now. So that's how I get fed. I have to tune out, meditate, talk to God, and he replenishes me. So those of us that are like in a leadership role, those of you who have a business, those of you who maybe are a leader at your job, you're a manager, you have a lot of people on you or whatever. Sometimes he say, cush break. Yes, cush break. Cush break. All right. But this is my office, you all. I'm very proud of my space. Let me just tell you this. Because I started out on 82nd and Stony Island. It was my first office on my own in 2014. But I was renting an office from, hey Slider, I was renting an office from a black guy, Dan Knight, on 35th and King Drive. So from 2011 to 2013, I was renting a one-room office out of his space, right? I'm in Bridgeport Arts Center now. But this is our beautiful space, right? And who I got on the wall that represent us? Black girls on the wall. What I tell y'all all the time. Black girls on the wall around this sucker. I have a company that represents the people who look like me. All right? So we got black girls on the wall over here. We got black girls on the wall, baby. Y'all don't go to H&I Block and see no black girls on the wall. Y'all asses don't go to no Jackson Hewitt and see no black girls on the wall, do you? Huh? But you come to Tax Credit Academy, we got black girls on the wall, baby. Black girls on the wall, baby. Okay, we speak affirmations around here to ourselves. Because black women, so I tell y'all, you was powerful. Don't get on here talking about no damn Kevin. Don't get on here talking about no damn Kevin. Because we don't care what he think. I know black women are beautiful, powerful, strong. Do you see this? Do you see this goddess? Do you see this goddess? Y'all ain't finna tell me nothing else. I ain't finna even bring that leech name up. Do you see this? Any of my black queens on here, I need you to understand who you are. We ain't arguing on the internet no more about that fool. We ain't giving him no more. None. Because you know who you are. I just need y'all to remember that. I need you to pour back into your mindset and understand. Black girls on the wall around this sucker, baby. But yeah, Patrice Stewart here. We have a whole office, Tax Credit Academy, okay? Told y'all, we ain't in the basement. I have a physical office. Little kitchenette over there for your little coffee, little water. You know, I board when I teach. Okay? But I envisioned this. I saw myself in an office, 1,100 square feet, pink room, pink walls. That's my color. If y'all ain't know, I like that color. You could tell. All right. Shout out to Ashley, my designer who designed my office. Ashley, I definitely had an office that this is not me. This is all her. I got to give her all her credit. This here we built from scratch. This is a whole wood. It's called a floating wall. It's not on the ground. We couldn't have walls up. So she created me a wall. So this was hand built from scratch by a black girl too, black designer. Ashley. Thank you, Ashley, because you did the damn thing in my space. So that's it. But I wasn't always here. I started in a one-room office, working in somebody else's office. Then I grew 2 years later and opened up my own space. It was called Max Tax and Credit, 8801 South Stony Island. I was there from 2014 to 2016. 2016, I upgraded, moved to Beverly. Then my office address was 2147 West 95th. We was there 3 years. And then I moved down here to Bridgeport Art Center, where I'm closer to downtown. I'm not in the community. I'm not in the hood. My zip code is, let the SBA tell it, we're not in a low-income community, which we're not. I'm in Bridgeport, Chicago, which is a very well-off community. But I'm also in a warehouse with so many other people. I have met so many other business owners. My business has expanded since I transitioned down here. I said I wanted to work with clients who make more than $100,000. Over 50% of my client base are wage earners of over $100,000. So once I leveled up my mindset, you know what I'm saying? And every time I move to a bigger and better space. All of my clients who've been with me for 10 years, they like, damn, you always, but damn, yeah. Because as you grow, as you're leveling up, it's supposed to be better. I'm not supposed to be going down. I'm not supposed to be in 10 business, have an office, and then go to the basement. That's working backwards. That's working backwards. The whole point in life, you all, is elevation. It's elevation. It's mindset. It's learning to let those people go who come through and could be a catastrophe. You get what I'm saying? That original guy, I had opened up my office with a guy, I'm not going to say his name, but his mindset was not where I thought it was. He came off as an imposter. He came off like, yeah, I'm on what you on. And then I found out he was a cousin. He was a cousin used to doing taxes on TurboTax. He wasn't a real tax professional like myself. It's definitely a marathon. It's definitely a marathon. It's definitely a marathon. I love Nipsey. Nipsey is the other second person that I listen to almost every day. Nipsey is what's up. I'm trying to be like Nipsey. All right? Trying to be like Nipsey. Nipsey had all kind of investments, baby. Love me some Nip. But yes. So part of this, mindset, you all, is all of that. So one of the things that's going to help you is I need you to start first. Start first by doing a little bit of something every day. And in order for you to do it and become an expert in it, you need to do it and practice it every single day. When I first started doing taxes, I didn't know what I was doing. But I paid for classes. I got on the IRS website publication. Well, I call not be like Nip, like, of course, passing. But I'm saying as far as his business, you know what I'm saying? That brother has several businesses. He was involved in several different things. And I want to get into the cannabis industry. At first, I wanted a dispensary, but I learned you make more money as a grower, right? So, but he had his own dispensary. He had his own line of marijuana, right? Of smoke, of that kush, right? He had his own kush. So that's what I'm saying. Like that man, with Puma, partnered with Puma, all type of stuff. Like that man had vision for his community. And that's me. I have vision for my community. But that's the thing. We can't help everybody in the community. And that's just it. You can't help everybody in the community, no matter what you try to do. And you have to limit your intake and your presence in the community. All right. Because we just see there's a few people here in Chicago that just, has some shootouts and stuff. And that's what I was saying. I was like, why in the hell was he out there? When you got a certain level in life, you can't be around the hood. You can't go to the hood clubs and parties. You can't do the same thing. And that's the other thing that I'm finna tell y'all that y'all not finna like. That's part of the sacrifice. You can no longer go to the parties and the clubs. That's another reason why my cousins think I'm stuck up. I'm not going to the club. I'm not going on no 75th Street to no damn Lamel's. No, I'm not. It's always a shootout. It's always a problem. It's always somebody drunk and fighting. Why would I, being a prosperous business owner, put myself in a hood situation where it could possibly be some drama and bullshit? No. So I have to say no to those events. When people want to do house parties and shit, I have to say no to those. I have to say no, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. You get what I'm saying? I know I'm on a different level and walk in life. I can't be in the same places with the regular folk in the hood. It is what it is. Call it what you want. Like Dr. Miles Monroe said, some people think you arrogant. No, being confident and being secure in who you are and your passion and knowing I'm an eagle. I'm an eagle. I can't go and talk with pigeons. It's pigeons in that club. Why I'm going to that club? Why I'm going to the 50-yard line? Why I'm going to any hood ghetto spot where it's been known for shooting? Why in the hell would I show up there? And I'm an eagle. I'm a boss. I'm building me a multi-billion, $1 million company. That's what I'm looking forward to. Making me some millions. So why would I set myself up to be around a bunch of pigeons? You get what I'm saying? And so if the pigeons don't understand that, that's fine. Let the pigeons be confused and be in the room kicking it and playing it. And the few eagles, because it's like what you heard him say, if you was on here, if you just not getting on here, pigeons and eagles are two totally different things. Eagles, like Dr. Miles Monroe said, eagles are the only bird that could fly to that height. So if an eagle see another eagle, another bird up there, he know it's an eagle. Eagles ain't running at the 50-yard line. Eagles ain't running at whatever. You get what I'm saying? Y'all in Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Any of the little hood spots. Eagles don't flock there. We don't flock. That's the difference. You get what I'm saying? That's why I create my own. Like for me, I created Leaders Love Brunch. That's how we gonna get together. My leaders, y'all ready? You gonna come to my brunch on August 1st, Sunday, August 1st. My Leaders Love Brunch tickets are $279. It's also because we're at a private rooftop mansion on the north side of Chicago. It's 5 different rooftops. It's also gonna be leaders in the room. You get what I'm saying? That means that means the whole conversation is gonna be different. So some people was like, well, why your brunch that much? Why, most brunches is $30 to $50. And you're going to get $30 to $50 mindset mentality. I don't want $30 to $50 mindset mentality. I want eagle mentality. So my brunch is $279 to attend. You're also going to get a private chef catered to you. All right? You also going to get a private chef. You also going to get an experience in a 5 rooftop mansion. And then you're also going to get around with like-minded people like you. But I don't do $50 and $30 brunches. Because my mindset in my group, not for everybody. It's easy to host a $30 brunch. That's nothing. And how many people in that room are going to really be ready to change their mindset for $30? But somebody that invests $279 in themselves, and for those of you that are business owners, that's a tax write-off for you. Okay? But that's the difference. Leaders, eagles, we're going to pour into ourselves. We're going to invest in ourselves. If it's some people in there that you want to get in the room with, you're going to get in the room. When what's that sorority? What's that charity? The 100 Black Men. When the 100 Black Men host their gala downtown, that's not no cheap ticket. Them tickets like $500 for a seat at the table. $1,000 for a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? When you want to get around quality, when you want to get around real people who are shaking and moving, it costs to sit at the table. Real shakers and movers ain't doing $30 brunches. And let me not say real shakers and movers, but you get what I'm saying on the mindset level. You're not going to go sit down with nobody. Like, let's say, who's a popular person? Like if I wanted somebody, I don't know. I can't even think. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's say, for me, the hell? People who want to get in the room with me. That's my way. You come to my Leaders Love Brunch. Leaders love brunch. It'll be well worth it. But if you expecting a $30, $40, $50 event, then you'll go to a class or a workshop. And that's what you'll get. That's the difference. Get on Clubhouse. We know it's so all y'all ain't gonna understand the concept. It's okay. But I ain't on here for everybody. I'm on here for a select few that understand what we talking about. Let me see. I'm going through some of y'all comments now. I knew a man was involved. But you're doing a great job to do your thing. Kevin Powell say, I knew a man was involved. What are you talking about? I'm new. Where you from? I'm from Chicago, Illinois, baby. Born and raised Southeast side. I'm a South Sider. Watts, California loves Patrice. Thank you, Watts. Y'all say level up. I know that was you got that old school style. Yeah, I'm old school. I'm 40. I ain't no little young teeny bop around here now. I am 40. I got a little history on me. Can't take the quarter to the cardio hall. Okay. I say it all the time. Lord has risen. Stop trolling. She was telling us. I'm glad. Gabe, don't interrupt the teacher and distract us. This is the spark. It's nothing like house parties. Man, I do miss some house parties from the 90s though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm born in 81 too, baby. Shannon, I feel you. We had real house parties. See, these kids, they can't do that today. They can't even go and enjoy no house party without the place being shot up. My little cousin got killed at a house party. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the communities and the mindset now is not the same. And that's what I'm saying. Is this generation, if anything, has to use their brain power a lot more than ever and learn to separate yourself from the pigeons and the eagles. Either you want to be an eagle or you want to stay a pigeon. Because I think in a way, we all kind of start off in a pigeon mentality. You separate that at some point. Like I said, for me, I knew very early on that I was different. Some people take longer to understand who they are and what their difference is. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just really a matter of 16 to 20 hours a day, handle your business. For real. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. Hey, from Hyde Park, Xavier. Let's find God, not eagles. Eagles are the only one that fly for the storms. Okay. Leaders will be televised. It is. It's more real leaders that's out here pushing growth and knowledge than it is not, you know. Kevin say, man, for 200, I could Google all that. Yeah, you can, Kevin. You can. You sure can. You sure can. That's why I don't have to sell no tickets. I mean, my tickets sell for themselves. Expose yourself to real, and the value that you may get could make you millions. Come on here. Come on here. It's a lot of people that's been scammed on Clubhouse too, Kevin. I know a lot of people that's been listening to people on Clubhouse have been scammed. Lynn Richardson is popular. She is. I think I follow her on TikTok. I came across you with the PPP Live. Keep doing you. Thanks, Boo. Thanks, Monica. I love Master P. Definitely is a great example of Black ownership and keeping the money. Okay. I love Master P. I always have been a fan of Master P. He paid $25K to speak to Michael Jackson lawyer. Right. That's what I'm saying. If you want to get the knowledge that Master P won't or somebody won't, you're going to have to pay for it. That's what people don't get. People want to be cheap, but you will go and spend $5,000 on a Gucci bag. Or you'll go and spend $1,500 on a Miami trip. You and your mindset determines where you're going to be. Keep buying bags and taking trips. That's where you're going to be your whole life. But those of us that invest 10, 20, 30,000 in ourselves, in our business, you'll see where we at. That's it. It's one or the other. And be happy where you at. Don't be mad when your friend going to flourish because she invested 10, 20,000 in herself and you wanted to go to Miami. Don't be mad. Because that's the other problem. Everybody be like, oh, I could do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then don't be mad when the next person is moving. You could get scammed anywhere. I mean, it is what it is. I'm way of North Carolina, the South. All right, Shannon. Kansas City in the house. Let's roll. Oakland. Okay, Eugene. Who else we got on here? I take CMOS too. And I'm not stressed out no more. I let a lot of people go. I'm an empath. So I had a lot of people around me that needed me. I always need something. I always need this. I always got a problem. And I'm always trying to fix it and become. And what you need, friend? What you need? You know. Now, 2018, God shut all that down. All right. And once I let and released all of that drama, negativity, needy people who weren't feeding me, because you could feed people and they never able to feed you back. I had to deal with only relationships that were equally yoked with me. You get what I'm saying? And again, part of this mindset shift, you'll learn that. You know, you'll learn that for people who are not equally yoked with you. You will learn people who are draining you. You will learn people who only call you when they need something. If somebody only calling you when they need something, time to let them go. If somebody only calling you whenever they have a problem, an issue, that was the few people that I had. Always needed me because I was the fixer. I'm an empath. So I was like, oh, what do you need? Nah, fuck all that. Let that draining negative energy go. I used to have bags under my eyes. My eyes was real dark. I ain't looked like this. I started taking CMOS. I started talking to God, letting people go. Baby, I know I don't look for you. Nah. But people, things, situations will have you looking way worse. Okay. Today, my hair all jacked up. I got rained on today in Chicago, but I don't care. You know, we here. That's it. I'm here to boost your mindset. All right. I'm here to talk book smart, street smart to you. That's part of my slogan is I boost mindsets. I like to make you think bigger, think outside the box. I'm going to be the one that make you be like, damn, Patrice, I can't stand you. That shit actually that shit sound decent, man. I'm going to have to look into that. You know, that's what some of the guys be like, damn, you get on my nerves. All right, I'm going to think about that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. You want people in your life that's gonna make you think, that want you to elevate, that want you to grow, that want you to be bigger and better. I don't want nobody in my community struggling. But I also know me being one person cannot change my entire community. I can only get on here and who decides to listen and hear something because I got a little experience. I've been, I ain't new to this. I've been in business for a while. So some people will take that. Some will say you a hater. Some will call. Y'all go look on Dr. Miles Monroe video. It's people on there who dislike that video that I was just playing with y'all. Like, how could you dislike empowerment? How could you dislike uplifting? So the same way people gonna dislike my video, it's always gonna be some miserable people who dislike it. No matter what you're saying, they talking about God, they talking about empowerment, and somebody disliked it. You're not gonna please everybody, and so that's what God re-poured into me was, Patrice, you trying to help all the community. You're not gonna do that, boo. It's not gonna happen. But if I launch you on certain platforms, right, now your reach is no longer just in Chicago or Little Illinois. Now your reach is to all 50 states. Because when that video did go viral last year, my first viral video was last year about EIDL. But when this video this year in April went viral, that hit 1.5 million people. So then that was 1.5 million people that had never saw Patrice L. Stewart before, never seen me. But now I have, now my face is in all 50 states. You get what I'm saying? Now my face is in all 50 states. And so now I'm able to talk and connect with people in other states, in other communities who were looking for somebody like me, who were looking for some empowerment, some encouragement, for somebody who came from the hood. You get what I'm saying? So that's what he had to reprogram in me. Instead of me trying to focus on changing my community here in Chicago, he had to tell me, no, boo, it's a whole world out here that needs you. It's a whole world of people, not just in the United States of America. When I did my Zoom the other night, I had a girl log in from London. I had a girl log in from Australia. Like, I was like, come on here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. That's what I asked God for, to allow me to speak internationally. As my pastor Hannah say, I'm bigger than my city. And so when these different videos go out, that's all he's doing, is launching me even higher, even more, even bigger. You get what I'm saying? And so instead of me focusing on everybody in Chicago, right, now I have 50 states with communities of people who want to be here, who want some empowerment, who want some knowledge, who want to learn how to make some money, how to get some money, how to start a business, how to maintain your business, how to learn taxes, money management, credit, finances, how to learn how to live, how these every other race in this community do, in the United States do. Because we don't talk about finances in our community. We don't talk about it the right way. Everybody think finances is what this shit was, all this bogus PPP information. Nobody knows, not nobody, I want to say that, but a lot of people are not educated properly on credit, on paying your bills on time, on the importance of, you know, having your business and your paperwork in order and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's always what I wanted to do, was reach people who didn't know that. Reach people so they could hear my story and understand that, yeah, I started this company 13 years ago. It took me a long time, years, because especially this generation, a lot of you younger generation, y'all under 25, y'all want everything right now. Y'all are right now people. Y'all want everything right now. You don't want to work for it. You don't want to wait the time for it. Everything not going to happen overnight. Everybody not going to be a YouTube star, an Instagram sensation. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not going to experience that. Most of us in business, we have been grinding, working for years in our business before you actually see a profit. Let's just say that. Before you actually see a real profit, or before you actually see success in it. Right? And so that's what it is. Like, a lot of you start something, and because it didn't happen, you're not making money in a day, in a week, in 2 weeks, in a month, in 2 months. You're like, oh, bump it. You know how many people went under or sacrificed 4, 3, 5 years, you know? And that's what it's about. It's that longevity. It's that consistency. Our South and West sides have so much potential, and it's sad our community doesn't realize that we focus on the streets. Yep. It's sad that we can't lift each other up without the drama. Yeah, even with this whole conversation, right? Because this is the thing. I really want to host a man and female night. I do. I really want to host a male and female conversation night. I held one on 95th in my old office, but I did it like for my immediate friends, right? So it was only like four or five people there, but it was really, really nice. I really want to host an intentional one. I'm going to start off with a small one here in my office, for those in Chicago. But then I'm gonna do a bigger one, like maybe where we on Zoom, we can get people in from other states. But as this here alone, just with the back and forth with the men and the women with this whole, I'm gonna just say KS dude, right? We need to have some real dialect because we are not communicating with each other properly. Everybody's feeling like this person's disrespected. Yeah, I'm gonna say KS. You know, the women feel disrespected. The men feel like there's some truth to what's going on. But this is my thing, brothers, that I just want you to understand. If your women are blatantly saying to you that they feel disrespected, they feel this, they feel that, why no one takes accountability into that? Everyone just jumps on my post. Like I got a couple of dudes on TikTok that I had to block because they just was being ignorant and belligerent. And that's my thing. If your only defense is I'm fat, you have no case, baby. If your only thing is you mad and you don't like Kevin Samuels because you fat, you're ignorant and you have no case. Because only thing that you could say is something about somebody's size. That's no validity to saying what he's saying is true. But see, that's the difference when none of you all are listening. You're only listening from a male perspective. But if all of your women, because again, black men, if you wouldn't be here without a black woman birthing you, I'm sure many of you have a black sister, a mother, cousin, you know. So my thing is even if that man, because I don't follow him, like I said, if someone showed me less than a minute clip, I've maybe seen less than 3 minutes total of any of his work, and I was good on what I saw. But if you're women, right, the women who you are dating or communicating with, I don't understand how you all are not taking that into account if women are saying, because that's how I even heard about it. So many women were upset. So many women were talking about it. And I know a lot of women who are like professional working corporate women, right? They weren't talking about it because they was calling in. They was mad at how he was talking to the women who were calling in. Like a lot of that stuff that whatever people saying, he's saying that shit don't apply to me. I'm secure within myself. I'm my own boss. I ain't looking for no man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them women that's calling in are insecure. A lot of those women that are calling in are also they need a little self-worth. They need a little self-esteem. Cause women of confidence don't call in to be degraded, to be talked down to. Especially if you know that's how the person is. Like, again, it's all jokes and entertainment, just how I posted what Tony Gaskin said. It's a difference from getting on here and saying things like even what I'm saying tonight, right? It may hit home for some people, but I'm not on here blatantly trying to disrespect nobody or trying to down nobody, right? I'm saying things that could help lift you out of that or lift you out of your mindset, right? So if so many women are saying that this is degrading and it's disrespectful, and I've heard men, that's what I said. The guy that I am dating, because again, when you dating, I'm not in no committed relationship, I'm dating. So I'm dating. All right. So the guy that I am dating, when he said that, yeah, that was dude disrespectful as hell, like crazy. Like, yeah, some of the stuff he talk about, we need to address, but how he brings it up, how he comes off is disrespectful as hell. And most of the men who I connect with, right, who I feel have some substance to themselves, agreed. So I was kind of shocked when I posted the video and the response that I was getting from some of the men. But then that showed me the mentality from those men. And I just had to block and delete them because I'm like, if all you got to say to me is I'm fat, you have no case. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's like, you can't win an argument because you're not intelligent. That's like saying, you know, that's it. That's the most that you could say is you fat. Okay, what's next? So it's like none of them was giving no real hardcore facts as to why this man should be held to this such great esteem. Everybody was like, you don't like him, you fat. Okay. Because I don't like him, I'm fat. Like that, you know what I'm saying? If you have a real valid point, speak your point, man. Speak your point. Say it. I just don't, that's what I'm not understanding. That's the part that I don't get, is when women are saying something, the men are like getting defensive about it. It's like, what's to be defensive about? I don't understand that. That makes no sense. But to me, that shows your maturity. That shows your mindset level. And I'm sorry, that shows you the weakest link. You're the weakest link. If that's all you could come back with. If I ask you, what exactly is this man doing for the community? And all you could say is, you don't like him because you fat. You're the weakest link. Because I asked in my last video, where are all these high value men at in these communities while all my sisters walking around as single mothers? Why is there so many single mothers raising kids by themselves if we have all these high value men in the community? But again, nothing, no answers come to that. No answers come to that. But let me say something about y'all KS. So as a race, as a community, we need to have these kind of conversations, but we don't need people like KS talking about them. We need real grown adults, you know what I'm saying, that can have a back and forth dialect. All right. So when I do host this, I'm going to be very cognizant of who I allow to come into the room, because we don't want no mess. And I'm concealed carry all day. So don't come in here acting up. All right. Because we will put your ignorant asses out. If you want to come and talk and have some dialects, I really want to do. I want to do this like within the next 30 days. I really want to have a sit down in my office. I want one half of the room to be the men. I want the other half in the woman room to be the women. And I want at least freaking 40 people in here, 20 and 20. And let's talk. Let's get some shit out on the table. Let's talk about how we're going to be able to fix some things. Because none of this is going to change arguing on the internet back and forth with each other all day. Thank you, Kendrick. And then this is what I also said. Because Xavier say, "Tree, stay trapped." I know I tell y'all that all the time. Well, y'all do, YouTube knew. But I do be telling my Facebookers that. Because roll up on me if you want to. You're going to get your ass popped right back at. All right? We both going to roll away with a bullet or two. Okay? Don't allow me to tell y'all all the time. Don't let the light skin fool you around here. Baby, we strapped. Going to the gun range on Wednesday to meet my auntie. She a marksman, baby. Teaching me that marksman. Chicago, I ain't got time to be playing with Chicago people. But Chicago people ignorant around here. Shannon, you in for that? Let's roll. That's what I'm saying. This is the type of stuff that we need. I'm not finna argue back and forth on the internet. I ain't finna do that. But you want to come in, you want to sit down, and you want to have a conversation. You want to get some dialect going so we can figure out what we need. He about drama. That's it. Just like my boy said, that's why I put Tony Gaskins up, a real man, a real life coach, relationship coach. Ladies, if any of you on here, please, that's who you need to be calling. Tony Gaskins. Steven Speaks. I told y'all. Real relationship licensed people. All right, that really pour into you. Not people that's on here looking for clout and drama, because that's all that is. It's clout and drama. And that's the thing, is I'm just surprised at so many of the men who are saying he's speaking the truth. And maybe he is saying some stuff. And that's what we got to get to. This is a new brush. I just wanted to see how it was. And that's what we need to get to. For those of y'all who are saying, you know, That's what I'm saying. We grown. Let's talk. Let's talk it out. Let's understand this. Because I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But part of the reason why my friend was telling me, he said, Patrice, you don't understand it because you're not the women that's calling in. Like, you got to hear some of these women that's calling in. And that's my thing. Even if I'm not the woman that's calling in, does that mean that she's supposed to be disrespected and degraded, though? And I understand y'all saying he's speaking some truth, and that's fine. But I'm saying whatever truth he is speaking, can we talk about it? Can we, as men and women, as Black men and women, because just speaking truth about it, like, why hasn't he allowed a woman to come in and have a conversation? You get what I'm saying? Like with me, I want to know, I want to talk about it. I want to have a conversation about it because everybody finger typing on the internet. What I told y'all, most of y'all done became internet woofers. Everybody is okay with just sitting on the internet and having an opinion, but nobody want to sit down. That's why I said I want to host an event where we're sitting down physically in each other's face. Because everybody today is keyboard typers, internet woofers. Nobody is serious with doing something. Even dude, he on the internet, woofing, talking, running his mouth all day. What event has he held that's going to say, I ain't challenging him. Fuck him. If we meet in a room, it'll be in a room from somebody else invited. I'm sorry. I'm not with dude. Dude mentality ain't here for me to have no conversation with him. I'll have a conversation with somebody else. And I'm really on here speaking for my females because, again, I don't follow him. I don't know nothing about this dude. I haven't watched nothing past the 3-minute video. All right. I have heard my women complaining, saying that this is disrespectful, saying that this is not right. And I'm hearing it from more than one woman. That's why I'm even bringing it up. I'm not just, and somebody posted on my page earlier talking about stick to talking about business. Hold on. Let me put somebody in check on here real quick. I could talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. I'm not limited to taxes and business. Well, I just tell y'all, don't let nobody put y'all inside no box. I'm a thought leader. All right. I'm a mindset shifter. Yeah, it was a man that got on here and posted on my post on my Tony Gaskins video saying, stick to talking about business and taxes. And I told him, you can move around and you could be gone. If you don't like what I'm talking about on my channel, how about that? All right. But I am a mindset. I'm a sapiosexual. That was we like to call it. I am empowered by thinking, by having conversation. You get what I'm saying? I'm a thinker. I'm a Gemini too. So we always thinking and our wheels are turning. But you ain't finna lock me in no box. My whole shirt, I say book smart, street smart. So I'm talking about all kind of topics. Who the hell is you to tell me to stick to one thing? That's your problem. That's why I'm my own boss. Don't nobody tell me what the fuck to do. I do what the fuck I want to do. Can you be a mindset? Can you be a mindset making 45K? Yeah, it don't matter what you make. What I just say, it's all in here. Before millionaires are millionaires, they think like a millionaire. I've been speaking into existence this whole year. I'm going to make $1 million this year. Right. What do that mean? I've been saying I'm going to make $1 million this year. I've been saying that all year. I have to see it, think it, believe it, and then it will happen with my actions. You get what I'm saying? That's why I hired this coach at $12,500 because this person is going to help me make that $1 million these next 6 months. I am going to be a millionaire. Period. I don't have to be one right now as long as I'm walking it, talking it, thinking it, and doing the action for it to happen. That's it. Period. 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 Jeff Bezos was sitting in a little room with an Amazon, with a handwritten Amazon sign, who just cleared $1 trillion in business? Baby, ain't no limits on you to where your income at. I just told y'all, if you was homeless, living outside your car right now, that don't mean, Tyler Perry, hello? Tyler Perry was there. Tyler Perry worked his ass off. He made plays and traveled all United States making money with his plays. Then he was able to open up his own production company. Then he was able to start doing movies. Then he was able to start doing this. Then he was able to start doing that. And now what is Tyler Perry? This right here. God gave you this. You was born with this. More of y'all need to start using this up in here. Your brain function. This sucker work. If you put it to work, baby, it will change your life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. My life changed because I know how to maneuver every step of the way. I don't allow circumstances around me to stop me. I don't allow other people and their opinions to stop me and what I think. A lot of people told me I'll never make it. A lot of people in Chicago told me I'll never do credit. I'll never do this. I'll never do that. Hello? I'm sitting on here right now. It is June 28th, 2021 at 10 o'clock at night. However many of y'all on here talking and communing with me tonight. If I allowed what a naysayer, what a pigeon thought of me, because I've been knowing since I was 7 and I'm a fucking eagle. What I've been telling y'all. You don't allow no person, nobody to think for you. We control everything that happens in our life. Even if we don't control it, we have the capability of reprogramming it. We have the capability of changing it. Every day you wake up today, the next day is a gift. When you open up your eyes. Well, I use that term pigeon because I just let y'all hear Dr. Miles Monroe. And Miles Monroe explained why some people, right, what he say? If people always come to you with gossiping and drama and mess, you flocking with the pigeons. Pigeons is drama and mess and talk. Eagles, we high up here in the sky. We too busy flying high. We ain't got time to be down here flocking with the pigeons. It is what it is in life. You're going to have eagles and you're going to have pigeons. Where you want to be. Where you want to be. That's another reason why it's the top 1% in this country. Out of billions and 7 billion, 8 billion people on this planet, and we got a top 1%. Yeah, I'm going to be part of that top 1% because my mindset different. That top 1% mindset is different. That top 1%, top 1% for the wealth, right? But then it's the top 10% is what they say now. It's about 10%, right? So I'm being that top 10%. I don't have to be the wealthiest because my goal is not to be wealthy. My goal was never to be wealthy. I've always had a mission of speaking, of empowerment, of open up your mindset. But when you do your assignment, or you do as what you were called to do here, when you recognize your assignment, because all of us are here for a reason and why God put us here, right? But when I recognize my assignment, then that's when everything changed in my life. And that's the problem, is most people don't recognize their assignment. What are you here for? What is the reason God has you here? Because we all have a different experience or expertise, right? I have a team. It's not just me. I have a VA. I have my assistant that's working for me. I have my social media coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just me. I need people too. But these people who I need around me, they have a certain skill set. So that's what I'm saying. What are you using? What are you pouring into with your skill set that's going to show you and tell you that you could be bigger and think bigger? Because I hate when I get on here and I say, you can make 100,000 in a tax season, or you can make 100,000 in a year. And so many people be like dumbfounded. $100,000 ain't shit. $100,000 ain't shit in this country. Some people spend that in 1 hour. Okay, one card. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I just want y'all to understand you are not limited. You are not limited to your zip code, your community. I don't care if you was born in the projects. I don't care if your mama was on drugs, if your parents died, if all you got is you and your kid, if you don't have nobody, if you don't have no siblings, no family members. I need you to understand you can still come up out. Okay? You can still come up out. You can still come up out. I got to get off of here, y'all. Give him his 3 minutes. Wait. What y'all talking about? Please don't be talking about this man still. Don't be talking about this man still. He said I'm thugging. Calling us bitches and all type of stuff. That's just disrespectful. Ooh, yeah. See, I ain't know that. We should be able to get to the nitty-gritty. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how y'all be on that channel. Ladies, all y'all need to do I found you. They got it. All y'all need to do a strike or something. Do a strike. Any man that was on there commenting, if you know him, strike. Don't get him none. Like they did on Shy. What was that the Shy they was trying to say? Don't have sex with your man. How about that, ladies? If men feeling that type of way about you, then don't get no man none. Let them work for it. Let them see. Let them work for it. Let them build you up. Stop busting down. I don't understand it. I'm just glad the men in my life is not on that mindset. Because like I said, I haven't had no problem with nobody in my life. I ain't had to have no arguments with them. They all agreed that was some BS. Yeah, corporations do the same thing, right? That's why we say have a skill set, because you can definitely lose your job tomorrow. So just because you have a job don't mean that that's secure either. Yeah, I love Tyler. He doing it big in the A. I can't wait till I could go out there and see the studio, because that's epic. Oh, thank you, classy lady. Say you watch me every time I'm over here. Eagle don't give a damn about it. What a chicken doing, or they two different. They on 2 different levels. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Whitney. Whitney, you know what it is. Thoughts become things. People do not understand that when people say manifestation, I'm telling y'all that shit is real. Y'all don't understand. We are connected. The universe, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sun rising and the sun setting, the moon coming and setting, like all of that, at all of this astrology, it's all a part of us. That's why I say when you sit here and when you focus in here and you see it and you speak it and you say it, man, he starts like sending things and people to you that's gonna help get you there. Once you commit, like once you truly commit to being the best you, not doing no bullshit, not doing no, like even some of y'all, if y'all was ever bad in business and you hurt some people, pray to God, repent on it, and then start your business again. And start doing things the right way and start communicating people and talking with people. And I promise you, it may take longer. It may take longer to build. But I promise you, when you start speaking it and seeing it and believe, the matrix is real, baby. People don't understand. The matrix is real. The matrix is real, man. The matrix is real. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here because it's 10 o'clock and I got to finish up a couple of things before I get out. So that's my little mindset shift tonight, you guys. We will talk another day about how we're going to do this whole men and women sit down conversation night. Again, I only want real people who want to have real dialect, not on here to be on no BS. But let's we're gonna get back on. We're gonna plan something within these next 30 days because I'm gonna be traveling. This upcoming month is what, July. I start traveling at the end of July, so we could put something together within the next 2 or 3 weeks. That's not gonna be hard. But I was thinking about doing July 18th. So those of you, because July 18th, my building opens up for the art studio, and so the building is open to the public from 5 to 7 p.m. I think. So I'm thinking about doing that. So we'll probably make it Monday night. But that's a Friday. So that's a Friday evening. It's called Open Studio, which is July 18th, I want to say. July 18th. Monday nights are pretty full for me. Oh, no, that's not July 18th. So that's July 16th. Okay, no. So the third week, because they do it the third week of the month. So that would be the 23rd, July 23rd. We'll see. I want to give people time to come or whatever, or put it out there. So we'll see. But all right, you all, have a good night. Think about some of the stuff that I said. And that's it. Let's get together. Let's talk. And let's start trying to fix us, build us back up. All right. All right, y'all. Have a good night. And I will see you soon. Tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I want your help on getting me set up with business. How do I get in contact with you? Kendrick, I put my booking link in this detail. So in the details, I have book Patrice. Click on that link, and then that's how you can get in a phone consultation with me. Click on that link that also has my business number and contact information, our hours and everything. So do that. Okay, Erica, what's your question? What's your question, Erica, before I get off? Kendrick, I'm putting the link again right now, just closer to your comment. But it should be in my details where I put book Patrice. Erica say, I got a $1,500 PPP loan. Oh, Lord. What are my options? What do you mean? You got a $1,500 PPP loan. What are your options? If you got the loan already approved for, what do you mean? What's the options? Samuel, come on. If you fell up on this, you ain't fall up on it. God be putting me on here sometimes for a reason. I didn't want to get on here tonight with y'all. I was already tired. But he makes me get on and speak sometimes. So if you fell up on this video, it's the reason you fell up on this video. Hit the replay when I load it. Start from the beginning. Maybe it's something on here that you needed. Erica, I don't know what to tell you, baby. I'm not going to answer that. If you receive $1,500, I don't know what you want to know about that. I mean, $1,500, I don't know. I don't understand what you want. You believe your application had an error. Well, you could contact SBA directly. You can call them. They have a 1-800 number. If you go on sba.gov, you can call their 1-800 number. And then you can let them know that you feel like your application had an error, and they could review it with you, and you could go from there. But you got $1,500 based off of whatever information was put in your application. So if you didn't do your application, maybe that's why you got $1,500. But $1,500, they're going to approve you based off of the numbers and amounts that you put in your application. Yeah, so that's it, baby. I don't really have much to say about no more than that, because I don't talk about y'all PPPs. I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what y'all doing on them applications. So it's not much I could speak to about. You need to contact the SBA directly. They could help you a lot better than me. Again, that's sba.gov. I'm a sole proprietor right now, and I'm about to transform into a LLC because you made me aware of the tax benefits. Right, but I also told you that a basic LLC is no tax benefit. You might as well stay a sole proprietor. She's saying she received an over amount of $1,500. What should she do? Again, she can call SBA. If you got an extra $1,500, you can call them and they could tell you exactly where it came from. Because they have been, well, I don't know if you apply for the grant, but they have been issuing some funds for the grant. So I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. This ain't the conversation. This ain't the live to be publicly asking about somebody's individual PPP loan. I don't know what she did, what Erica put on the application. I don't know. So I can't tell you where the $1,500 came from. You have to call SBA. They can tell you exactly what happened. Call the source. That's it. Call the source. I'm so proprietary. Okay, yeah. So Xavier, I told you all that filing an LLC for a lot of you all is not Power Nutshell, you say you'll be a good girlfriend for a hunter. It's funny because the guy that I'm talking to does do that. Like he teaches his sons how to go hunting and fishing because I'm very big on having me a bunker. So I'm building a bunker in my property because a lot of people think it's a game, but I'm going to be prepared. If and when the earth does decide to go and everybody who took all these vaccines turn into Walking Dead, I'm going to be. So, yeah, we're going fishing in a couple of weeks. They're going to teach me how to fish. So, yeah, like I probably would be good for a hunter because I want to learn the outdoors. You know, I know how to shoot. I just need to know how to gut a fish. I need to know how to make the wood turn into fire. I need to learn how to be on the outside because when everything go down, the cities is not going to be here. The people who know how to live in the wilderness is going to be the ones that's going to survive. All right, baby. Walking Dead, child. Y'all keep thinking all these TV programs ain't got some little truth to them. You better start getting in tune and getting in touch with yourself. All right, like, you done got me all on track. Who else got questions before we get off of here? Any other questions before we get off of here? I'm just telling y'all, I think differently. I'm not the average female. I'm not the average female. I am not. And that's what I love about myself. I don't want to be average. I don't want to look like nobody else. I don't want to have no surgery. If I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to lose weight for me. And that's it. I ain't doing it for no man, for no features, for none of that. Like, no. What Dr. Miles say, when you are confident in yourself and you know thyself, baby, can't nobody change that. Can't nobody change that. That Walking Dead is crazy. We've been doing the purge for years now. I'm trying to tell y'all better learn. Y'all better learn. They paused your live. Somebody hate on you or your channel, queen. I know, baby. They always hating on my channel. They always. It's warfare. I've been going through some crazy warfare. Warfare y'all wouldn't even understand. But it's okay. It's okay because God got me. That's why I have my own platform. That's why I told y'all, get in my text community before we log off here tonight. If you get in my text community, you'll always be able to stay with me. Anybody on these different platforms who has a business, you allow these platforms to run your business. These platforms don't run my business. I'm still making money every single day. Whether I'm on Facebook been acting funny. TikTok got me blocked for a week on to do lives because somebody was butthurt. Some little boy was on there butthurt because I said Kevin Samuels was whack. And they wanted to get on there and argue with me. And then they reported my live. Like, what grown man reports a female's live? Like, that's some weak nigga shit. That's what I'm talking about. It's so many weak motherfucking people around here. Man. But that's all right. We ain't finna get into that. But those of you, if you're in my VIP community, 773-923-1763. All right. That gets you access to me 24/7. That gets you access to me to know what's going on with events, classes. When I do this meetup, I'm going to actually probably be sending the invite to my VIP community first because it's over 1,000 of you in that community. So if you stay in my community, you'll know everything that's going on. You ain't got to worry about being on here. It's 773. I know it's backwards on here. 773. I'm going to type it in. 773-923-1763. And just text family or YouTube if this where you came from. If you from YouTube, text YouTube. I like to know where y'all come from. text YouTube to that number, and that gets VIP. That gets you in the VIP community. The info you give is sick. I mean, I've been telling the hood, like, don't get into the PPP fraud because it's going to be bad. It's not backwards for me. Okay, y'all can see it? Okay. I didn't know y'all could see it. I thought it's backwards on here. It's showing like backwards. Yeah, for real. A whole dude, because a woman ain't mad. All the women was on there. We was talking. But men, it was so many little weak-minded ass men, little boys. I don't even call them men, because real men would never come at no queen like me like that. Real fucking men would never try to come at no queen like me like that. So all them little ass boys on there, I was fine with. I was blocking and deleting them left and right. But yeah, one of them little bitch asses reported my TikTok. So now I'm blocked for TikTok for 6 more days and can't do lives. I could put up regular videos, but I can't go live. So YouTube is where we will be. But again, that just shows you how many insecure people, men, are out here. You know what I'm saying? When you start speaking up and talking as a woman, and I'm speaking up for other women that look like me, and then it was the problem. But all of them was going in with dude. Like, that was so ridiculous. I don't need to make a new account. I got 29,000 followers on my account. I'll wait the 7 days. That's what I'm saying, though. But they ain't stopping nothing. I don't need to make a new account. I'll be able to get back on live in 7 days. I just have to wait 7 whole days because they reported me, right? But that's it. Yeah, the guy's capitalizing off shock factor, and the men that listen to him are weak. Oh, you a man. Who is that? Mr. Audit, come on here. Thank you. See, that's what I said. I told y'all. Every man don't agree with all that crap that man talking. I said, real kings is not finna be okay with that. Real kings is gonna listen to that and be like, now, dude, it's a better way you can handle this. It's a better way you could talk to our women. It's a better way that you could address these situations. I'm not saying none of the stuff that he's bringing up may not be valid, but it's a better way to do it because there's too many women that's complaining about the disrespect. So that's it. Y'all ain't got no other questions. We on for tonight. I know y'all love to be on here because I could talk. I have to shut down to make me go home. You had me researching LLC and S Corps all day. Xavier, I have a class. It's on my link. It's on my Linktree link. S Corp versus corporation versus LLC. It's $47. It's an hour. I think I did an hour and 15-minute Zoom, breaking it down, telling you exactly what it is. Because many of you all go file that LLC and then don't be understanding that it ain't doing no tax benefit for you. But yeah. Whitney, thank you. Classy Lady says, what do you file or what to do to run a business out of your house or use your home address to get tax deductions? Okay, yeah, the Whitney, that's a whole nother other class. We ain't going over that tonight, baby. That's a whole class within itself. I did a YouTube video. Let me see which video it is. You can go back and watch it because I did a whole video on how to let your house could pay for your stuff or something like that. I don't know what I put. Let me see. The video I posted. Okay, so it's December 29th. I posted it December 29th. Starting a business if you live in the USA. Let me boost your mindset. So pretty much on that video, if you go to that video, I talked about how to utilize your home for business. Because a lot of people ask me that all the time. Like, Patrice, I want to start a business, but I don't really know what to do, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So start there. Start with that video. If you read that video, you'll see everything. You'll see everything with that one. Is that an old chat or is that this one? I done lost y'all chat. Hold on. I don't know why these do that. I gotta learn how to do it, get on this dang on YouTube. This the same chat? Yeah, because this is talking about PPP. We ain't been talking about PPP. Let me close this one out. I can't see nothing, y'all. I don't know what happened to my chat room with y'all. I hate when this happens. I'm gonna learn this stuff, okay? I see some of y'all joining the community, these texts coming through. Come on, community. And last but not least, we are doing a PPP live workshop on July 5th. And in that class, I will be educating you on how to get your loan forgiven. So for those of you who did do the PPP and you want to get your up to $41,176 forgiven, you want to go over the application that the banks ask for. You want to go over some of the paperwork that you'll need to show proof of how you spent the money. That class is a live workshop on Monday. It'll be Monday just like this. Actually, it's next Monday, 1 week from today at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's live. It will not be a replay on it. It's only $67. But if you're in my community, for the next 24 hours, I'm giving you all a early bird special. And you'll get $20 off. So you'll pay $47 for the webinar, for the workshop, live workshop instead of $67. But it will be live. We will be on Zoom. We will not be on YouTube, Facebook, none of those channels. We will be on Zoom in a private meeting community. And I will be teaching and educating you on how to get your PPP loan forgiven or the steps and the documents that you need. How about that? Because I'm not, of course, doing everybody's application process, none of that. The application process is about the same because all the banks are using the same SBA form. So I'm going to go over the form in detail for you. And then we're going to go over the documentation that you need to submit as well. But that's it. I don't know what happened to the chat. I can't see it. I can't find it. So I'll come back later on and respond to those of you who asked for questions if you had any. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened and I'm tired, so I'm gonna just get off. So I'll see you tomorrow, probably around the same time. Let's see what my schedule is like tomorrow. Tomorrow, how many appointments do I have? So my last appointment ends at 6. So yeah, I'll come on tomorrow, probably about 6 or 7, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. We'll have another topic. So I will see you all then. Have a good night.